Hey all, just wanted to go over interesting strategy. I kind of mentioned this in a previous video, but I wanted to go over it a bit more in detail. And it's just such a simple strategy that I think everyone should really learn this. Um, so as I said, it's extremely simple. The all you do is you go on the 3 month chart. You obviously put on the magnet, and then you choose a horizontal ray, and then you mark the tops of candles that are relevant to the current price. So obviously, I saw Bitcoin like if we're going on the weekly chart, I saw like here, we were approaching all-time highs, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on the 3 month chart and I'm gonna mark all these uh 3 month highs, and we'll see how it reacts at each level, right? And I mean, you could see it follows pretty well. So first of all, we come up here, we have a random bounce down. Um, could be reacting to this purple line. It doesn't have to be exact. Then here, obviously, this was exact all-time high, 69,000, and it was a perfect bounce down. That was actually because lots of people shorted and even a Bitcoin miner sold at that exact price. So, um, yeah. And then there's this obviously this massive wick down. So obviously this purple line here now was acting as a support point. But then we end up coming above and we come below, and you could just see how many bounces we have at each level. You know, we bounce up and then we bounce down. And then we come down here, we bounce up and we bounce down. And then we use this purple line as support. We are trying to flip it, but then we end up breaking down. We go to the next purple line. So I think you could see how accurate this can be. And then here we almost thought we were going to break fully below, but we ended up coming up and reclaiming the trend. And we look where we bounced down here, and also we bounced down here. Um, so it's just a strategy that's very useful, and we're going to show some more examples as well. I'm going to go to Solana first. So ignore my wave count, but you could see that. I mean, here uh, 130, I guess 137 compared to 125 is too much of a difference. But here we obviously have this. We touch the purple and we come down. Then we finally break above it. We retest the level with this wick and we go up to the next purple level. Then we're trying to flip this level. Um, it doesn't happen. We come back down to this purple level, and then now we're trying to break above this purple level. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little, a little bounce down because it's a resistance, and then we break through and we head to this purple level. Um, Definitely a good strategy. And also, just so you're aware, I am marking the lows as well. So this low obviously can be acting as support or resistance. Let's look here. It's the lowest line possible. So yeah, as I said, it was kind of acting as a resistance here, and it definitely acted as a resistance here, even though it was a low. Definitely good to pay attention to these. The next example is Doge. Now this is a big example, because you could see so many um, taps. So we obviously marked the main relevant ones. I didn't bother marking these because we haven't hit these insane prices um, recently, and it doesn't look like we're going to like in the relatively near future, right? So let's take a look at the lower time frames. Let's look at weekly. Look at this. Look at how I guess you would even say exact this is. I mean, obviously this is where it was created, and this was where it was created. This was where I should adjust it so that it's exact. Um, that beautiful. Okay, there we go. So now we got the exact 3 month highs and lows marked, and look at how it reacted. I mean, right here, it uses this support as a resistance level and comes right back down. Then you could argue here, use it as a resistance level, and here definitely use it as a resistance level. Here as well, definitely a resistance level. And then we just blasted right through. Um, and where are we bouncing down? Well, we're bouncing down at this other 3 month high. It was tough to break through it. We had a try at breaking through it, but we ended up coming down. And where did we bounce? Well, I'd say this purple level is pretty significant. Obviously, you got several wicks, so arguably it's a support zone. Let's get rid of the magnet here. Arguably, this is a support zone right here, something like that, which is right below the purple line. So it's a significant level, and yeah, it's just a very simple strategy that seems to have very big results. So definitely uh, look for more examples to see backtest, I guess, if this is actually a proper strategy. But so far, from what I've seen, it can definitely be useful, at least to keep an eye on, if not actually be taking trades based off of it. I don't think I've taken trades based off of it yet, but definitely can be useful. Let's actually check JTO because JTO has been here for a while, but it only really ran, I guess, recently. So let's delete my past drawings so that there's less noise. Horizontal array, we're gonna go here, here, and there. And we'll also mark this one. Okay, you could already see how it's affecting it. Um, yeah, okay, you could see this chart is clear as day. Let's go on the weekly. Um, man, this is so clear. Obviously, uses this. I believe it's that and that. And let me make it more precise, just so that you know exactly which candle we're looking at. Okay, so obviously, exact bounces pretty much here and here. And we just break above. And where's the only place that we have resistance on this massive move up? Well, it's really only here. That's where we have some wicks above the candles. And then we also have wicks below the candle. So it uses this high as a resistance, and then it uses this as a support, and then we break above like crazy. Now I'm gonna check the lower time frames to see if we did have any problems breaking through this. But as you can see then, we come down and we bounce exactly at this spot right here. So let's lower the time frames on the daily. And yeah, as you can see actually, we have this massive wick on this candle right here. The massive wick is probably because we hit that 25.31, which was a resistance. And now really we're struggling at this 25.31 level again. Um, I mean, it seems like this is a perfectly fair strategy. I mean, we could like side trade in here a bit and then like we break to the upside and then it's like free air. Or we could have the opposite where we break below and then we're like in here, we could go down here, we could break up. Um, Basically, I just use these 3-month highs as support and resistances and it seems to work. So does not hurt to place them on your charts and just have them color coded so you always know which is which, and then just from there you know kind of um, what some random places where we're going to bounce down are from, which are actually not random because it's all in the history of the chart. So yeah, definitely look into that and try this on other tickers, maybe AVAX. I won't do it here because the video will be too long, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you guys can really use this to your advantage. I think it's a great idea to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed.